Hello, we'll be starting in a minute. I'm just setting up thumbnail and somebody's grabbing water. Yeah, somebody's in the chat.
Oh my.
I don't want anybody to think. I could probably set these things up better, if I'm being honest. But anyway, you can get it started up whenever you're ready.
I am getting it started, so... Oh gosh, okay. I'm sitting down on the
I
ball.
just gotta put tags in. Platformer. Legacy.
Full disclosure, if I yell randomly, it's because I'm sitting on a ball.
Oh, okay.
I can see it now. I'm gonna get really, really involved in a boss fight. I'm gonna start like moving really aggressively, and then I'm just gonna like fall to the side.
Okay, so...
Alright.
Did you pause it or something?
No.
Okay. Did you... Oh my gosh. I was actually gonna make a joke about this.
Shot Y.
About whether you, like, screw it up before you even began.
Menu. So dash is A. I feel like...
Most people map it to a shoulder.
Yeah, how do you map it?
Push the button that you wish it to do.
That is... wait, then how... Can I use the L2 and R2 buttons?
I don't think so. Don't ask me why. It's totally there. Yeah, I...
Huh.
It's a little weird,
Jump.
but it is still better than dashing. With
A.
all your face buttons.
No, shot, jump, jump. That one, and then... I guess I don't want to accidentally hit the A button. How did I used to do this on the Super Nintendo?
I just used the face buttons, believe it or not. I have no idea how I did.
Like...
I would honestly, yeah, just, it doesn't...
Oh gosh. There we go.
Or you could just do a dashless run.
Shot. Dashes are... Oh my goodness, okay. Select that.
Are you sure you don't just want the...
Oh, here we go. Okay, well, I mean, I very well might honestly accidentally switch to these buttons. I don't know how to make them deactivated. Is there a way to deactivate them?
No.
Okay, well, X and A are just gonna...
Hopefully not be touched.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of... There we go. Okay, so X, I can see myself not touching that one. And then A, I'm probably gonna touch by accident at some point. So we'll get rid of the A button. Alright, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. This must be the most fun part of a stream to watch.
Eh.
If there's somebody in there. Okay,
I think about the only time it was somewhat fun watching me map buttons was in Mega Man Zero 2 because there was not button mapping in that game. So I went from just like kind of screwing around to all this and be like, holy shit! I can map my buttons! This must be the greatest game of all time!
I've only ever actually done that on like Super Nintendo games, and then it really goes into that really quickly. Holy crap. Okay.
Just hit.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, no, I think we are.
I didn't know if you had an intro.
I mean, I think I kind of figured we'd do it here. So, yes, tonight, I have been meaning to get other people to play the X games because I have done them so many times that it's probably becoming uninteresting. So a fresh perspective would probably serve better. And am I calling you anything special, or
you can just call me Aaron. I don't have any names or anything.
I'm Wes. I often don't actually introduce myself. He's Aaron. He actually plays Mega Man X sometimes.
I have never played this game in my entire life.
I'm just not sure, like, you played, like, all of them, kind of, right?
The only ones that I played in any kind of consistency was Mega Man X, X4, and X8. I tried X7 and then I gave it up pretty quickly. with you and our other friend,
Yeah.
that's how I played all of them. But
We
before
got
then-
through them all. No, there was just like a time in our lives where the collection came out for GameCube, and I hadn't beaten all of them, so we just took turns, like in between game overs, we'd pass the controller. And eventually we got through all 6 of them that were in that. Then I went out of my way to find actual PlayStation 2 copies of 8 and 7, and we got through them. I don't really remember how we got through 7. I'm only vaguely aware of how we got through 6 as well.
I actually don't think I was with you guys for like 6. I think a couple of them.
I kind of want to say you were the one who beat 6, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't me.
Well, so I think so I wasn't there for the majority of a couple of them, but I think I came in at the end of 1, and I was there for all of 4 because I beat Sigma with 0.
Yeah, I used to
sugar.
not be able to do that. I used to just be trash with 0. Now I can at least beat the game. Am I good? I don't know. But I'm at least passable.
Screw your car. Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't matter.
The speedrunner strategy is to take a very specific amount of damage until you get to this point.
I can imagine. I imagine there's, like, a lot of...
Screw
I mean,
your
like,
car.
Pretty much in every
Ow.
game, it's just like, oh, do this stupid dumbass thing.
You made me waste my shot. Here he is.
It's him. Have you ever just gone at him to see how long you could go?
That is every single time, and I wasn't I thought there was dialogue.
No, not
Because-
till later.
Yeah, because you really can actually, like, dodge. Just shoot me because he will accidentally kill you sometimes. That
Yeah.
happened to me.
I don't know if accidentally is the right word, but... Please grab me, you think you defeat me? But yeah, no.
I will defeat you.
Because, yeah, he is, like, taller than you can jump, so if he dashes at you, you're getting hit.
Yeah, and he just kind of goes balls
Yeah.
to the wall at you. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He tries to. He hits you with his body.
This is, like, an unfair boss battle, and it's supposed to be.
I'm not powerful enough to defeat him yet. I need to go grind some XP.
Damn right you're not. What the hell were you thinking, boy?
I have the X. I just need to get the P now. They do actually call him X in this one, right?
It varies.
Yes, there it was. It was an X. They
like,
call him X
in
here, and then they call him
2,
Mega Man
yeah.
X and others. Yeah.
In 2, they just, like, call him straight up Mega Man, like, several times. Show Mega Man. Show Mega Man.
Should I start with
It's pretty
something
tough.
crazy?
I mean, you could. It's, like,
No, I'm going for
completely
Chopin.
up to you.
It has been way too long since I played this.
Yeah, I am still a coward. I'll go out of order after Chill Penguin. Like, a lot of times I'll go after Storm Eagle, because Storm Eagle... It's like a huge, huge difference in difficulty whether you have the boots or not, right? With, like, the boots, he can just say, like, pretty much screw you, right? And just send you, like, flying right off. Whereas with the boots, it's just like, look, half your attacks don't even hurt me. The only thing... No, wait. His, like, sky dashes, or whatever you want to call them, they can hurt. They're just typically easy to dodge. The only, like, kind of threat is his babies.
My babies.
When he hucks his babies at you, that's when it's like, oh man, I can destroy, like, 2 or 3 of them, but the other 2, they just keep coming. It's a mess. So, do you have a prediction for how long this will take you?
1 hour and 57 minutes.
Okay. Wow. You're more confident in yourself than I am. I was gonna say 2 to 2.5 hours.
Okay, is it? Am I...
Just jump it.
Why is this?
I don't
There
know.
we go.
I can normally do it, but I do recall in, like, past, playthroughs being like, oh my gosh, it is just at that awkward enough angle.
Well, I spent a minute there, so I'm gonna like up my time to 1 hour and 58 minutes.
Okay.
So you've come. I gave you the ability to choose your path in life. and I hoped the world would allow you to choose a peaceful one. But now it seems that you are destined to fight. Because I thought the world needed a champion at hidden capsules like this one. To find them, you will something powers and stuff, and I'm holding in the button. Good luck, X.
Oh,
Wow.
so when was the last time you played this game, though? Has it been literal years?
Probably.
Let me see. But is this the greatest game of all time? The greatest. Although I have not played like the second greatest game of all time in a few years. But to be fair, I can't get through that game in like under 2 hours. Greatest game of all time.
Rock'em sock'em! Gonna rock'em sock your nuts off. Can I say nuts on your stream?
Yeah, probably. I probably said worse, especially while playing like certain games.
You have Dark Souls language. Oh god! Almost died.
Yeah, I hate X6. I probably swear a good bit during X6. I still need to do a review of that one, so I'm kind of wondering if I should just like play through it again real quick with Ultimate Armor and Zero, right? It's one of those, like, I really don't want to. If I get to at least high max, I could probably say that that's far enough for me to like be like, yeah, okay, I didn't beat high max because that is fucking garbage. Isn't it like really cool when there's like a boss that just doesn't take damage? And you have to do something like really esoteric to get him to take damage?
It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, high max. Some people like the game. I don't understand it, but I think it's cool.
Oh crap.
Wow.
I was gonna say, you want to dash? Oh my god.
You might be able to, I was gonna say clip him.
Kept thinking he was gonna like dash at any moment. Did you know, in Mega Man X, the first one, and only the first one, if you dash and shoot while dashing, you'll do 2 damages instead of the 1 damage?
I did not. That's amazing.
You will always learn stuff about these games because they're that amazing.
Yeah, they are.
And now we do... Why do I keep thinking he's the Flame Mammoth? He's the octopus.
They are
Where
quite
is-
different.
Oh yeah, this one.
Interesting.
This is the mammoth, right? Wait.
Did you want to do this?
No.
You wanted to do Eagle and then Mammoth, right? Or Mandrill.
No, I meant to do Mandrill. Whoops.
Mammoth, Mandrill, they're very similar.
Can I get all the things in this one with
Nope.
just... Really?
That's why I was confused.
Well,
If you were going for like some keen upgrades, I could understand it, but no. No, there are 3 upgrades in this stage, you can get 1 of them. The other 2 specifically require helmet. That is one of them that requires the helmet. Are you practicing?
Oh yeah,
What?
that's right, you need to do the helmet. Yeah.
How did you break one of them?
Oh, dashing off of it. Oh yeah, and then the other one, okay, I can get the hard thing down here at the very least.
Yeah, so you're stronger than ever. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty dope. Say, some conversation that would probably be more appropriate if you were doing X4.
And I can't get the thing that's way to the left, so I
Nope.
can just go. Yeah.
But yeah, are you familiar with like acrylic stands?
With who?
Acrylic stands.
Is that a person?
No, it's a weird collectible where they're like flat pieces of plastic that you pretty much just make like a dumb little diorama with. They're not that impressive. I don't really get the point. It's pretty much like I don't really get the point. But there's one of Zero like holding Iris doing the "What am I fighting for?"
What am I
like
fighting
pose.
for?
And it's just one of those like I have no interest in acrylic stands at all. This one I'm kind of tempted. It is like the only one where I'm just kind of like, but maybe for useless hunks of plastics, $15 would be worth it in this exact instance. I've like had a weird obsession with Iris lately. But I think like you're vaguely aware of that. Even though she's like there for 2 minutes before she horribly dies. Then there was something else that somebody like posted on Twitter. I don't even remember who it was, but it was some sort of conversation about like Iris and Alia, right? And they're like, yeah, you ever notice how Alia and Iris are pretty much just like gender swap versions of X and Zero? Alia's like, the big sister dependable one with blonde hair, and Iris has like, has the brunette hair and is like the pacifist. And like they also have similar color schemes. Alia being like more pink and Iris having a lot more blue.
Okay.
And it was just one of those like, oh, holy shit. Although, I don't know, like...
Did you say they're gender swapped X and
Zero, and that's who people typically ship them with.
Nice.
Other than each other, so, that plays into the whole homoerotica thing.
People ship, I guess I can just go straight for Storm Eagle since...
You can. You can go for Mandrill.
You can just close his stage off.
Yeah, no. You can get, you only need the boots, and then you can get everything else.
Yeah, you can get, 3 things from him.
Yes. But yeah, no, the funny thing about Alia is... I mean, I won't even say about Alia. The thing about X is, people ship him with Alia, they ship him with, Zero. I think I've even seen him ship with, Nana from Command Mission. I've always just considered X to be, asexual. He has, I don't think I've ever looked at X and been like, yeah, no, he's probably a romantic guy, probably goes on lots of dates.
This guy has sex.
And I mean, part of that might just be that all Reploids are based off of his design, right?
So it's like he's having sex with his children.
Pretty much, yeah. So maybe that's why. And I mean, even when it comes to Iris, right? I've gone back and I don't think they ever actually clarify what Zero and Iris's relationship are, right? I think it's implied that they are romantically interested in each other, but I think that's also just 90s logic of, oh, attractive man, attractive woman, they hang out together, surely they date. But then again, it's also been a while since I played the Game Boy Color game where Iris is also in.
So... was Zero based on X's design at all, or is he his own thing, essentially?
I believe... It's been a little while, but I believe what happened is you played Mega Man 7, right?
Not in any great extent.
Okay, you know how Bass show up and he's like, wow, Mega Man, you sure are a cool guy, and then Shade Man beats Bass up, allegedly, and he's like, oh, Mega Man, I got beat up by Shade Man, isn't that sad? And then, once you beat that round of Robot Masters, you go back to the lab and, Light's like, oh my gosh, we took Bass in, we gave him a home, we healed him, and then he stole all our shit. I believe that's when that happened. Bass stole, primarily 2 things. One was, the Rush Adapter, which he uses for this treble boost. And I think he also might have stolen the plans for, X, or at least some blueprints. So I would say that, yes, even Zero is, is a guy, is based off of X's design. I mean, the Japanese name for him is Reploid, and here they're Reploids, right? Mm-hmm. And it's for replication, right? Because they replicated X's design. So, yeah, I think that technically even Zero is, based off of X's design.
So he is also the Reploid.
Yes, he is also based off of X. He could also be like his descendant, kind of. Even though he's like the older one. They have a lot of characters in this just have like a weird dynamic. Like nobody ever is like, oh, it is X, the progenitor of our entire race. Just kind of like X. Yeah, whatever. This young punk, and it's like, he's older than all of you bitches.
Wait, did they actually refer to X as young?
There's a few that treat him like, you know, like just some dumb kid who's like showing up like, oh, look at this dumb kid. He comes in here with his shooty man. What a twerp X is. So yeah, I don't know. I think Mop Gentra in Command Mission calls like them young whelps or something like that, and it's one of those like, oh no, X and Zero are actually kind of relatively old.
We're older than you, you youngin'. Oh god, it hit me. Oh gosh, it's trying to hit me.
Yep.
Bring it on, Storm Eagle. I'm gonna kick your ass
Probably will.
with my guns.
Aye, he's like, aye. With the boots, he's probably like the second easiest boss.
Gonna take him out. Gonna make him wish he'd never flew. See that? I'm taking 2 damage when I do the dash thingy.
Kind of wish we got more Mega Man X manga. Like, apparently there was some manga out there, right, where, like, I guess Storm Eagle had a wife, and she died in, like, a plane crash or something due to a Maverick attack, and Zero didn't stop it, so he, like, hated Zero. It's one of those, like, that's a nice little touch.
Oh god.
I think in this, though, like, the whole thing is he challenges Sigma, Sigma kicks his ass, and then he's like, okay, fine. I will also be Maverick because you scare me. Which, you know, they try and sell you on the Maverick virus, right? But a lot of them, they're just kind of like, eh. I'll be Maverick, sure. Not due to any old virus. Oh my gosh.
He shot it
2 in a
twice?
row.
Oh my god.
RNG just wasn't in your favor.
Ha, I killed all of your children.
They weren't that important anyway.
I've killed him. I've killed the eagle. The
That's
symbol of
good.
freedom. He is no more.
And now it falls.
Oh yeah, I can see. Oh gosh, yeah, it's gonna destroy everything.
It's not going to destroy everything. It's going to destroy one particular facility, and partially.
Yeah, it's gonna destroy everything. You
It is
get
one of
that.
those things that, like, I wonder why they only did that shit in this game, right?
It was a neat concept. The fire is what you need for Chill Penguin's
Yes,
thing, right?
and then you got the helmet, which means you can do Mammoth. So you could just clear out those 2 stages
Yeah.
if you'd want to, you know, like, not have to keep track. But yeah, no, it's, like, amazing to me that, you know, like, it's really cool. It makes the whole thing feel interconnected, and it gives you strategy on not
Ouch.
just, like, the boss weapons, but, like, just overall what you want to clear in what order, right?
It also kind of gives incentive to not do things in the optimum path because, I mean, otherwise, you literally do not get any use out of the helmet unless you do Sting Chameleon's. Who changes Sting Chameleon stage?
Launch Octopus.
Okay.
It partially floods it, and somehow that makes rocks not fall?
Yeah, so, like, I mean, that's a... I mean, I guess that might be an annoying stage to go through when you got rocks trying to, like, fall on your head.
I think so. It's been a while. Like, I don't think I've played that stage without beating Launch Octopus first since I was, like, a kid, right?
I did that one, and, so, I think that's why I know that you can destroy blocks by dashing off of them, because you can literally fill up, like, literally fill that entire section with those blocks. And then you can just destroy them all.
Well, I think you can just destroy them by shooting them.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
can.
need the thingamajiggy.
Yeah, but, like, the whole thing can get completely filled, except for, you know, where you're standing, because they just break off of your head.
Yeah. People live there. Well, bugs live there. Oh.
Is there another one that I can?
Weapon
Nope.
energy, so you didn't use it. Well, you didn't lose it.
I can just escape and it.
Yep, you can escape.
Getting out of here. And now I can just take care of this one.
Yep.
Because why now? Let's go. Let's do it.
I've lost my train of thought. I don't even know where it was going. Oh, look at all the enemies that are partially enemies. Seriously, how many of those sea serpents do you break in the game? 2. If you don't, if you get the upgrade and you don't go back.
So how do you break that with the helmet thing then?
You just kind of climb on it. You, like, gotta break the blocks with your boots.
Oh yeah, I did that earlier.
And then you gotta, yeah. It's... Timing is very tricky. I've gotten better at it for sure, but I think it's like one of those things that I know, like, subconsciously I have no actual tips for doing this. Just try not to suck. Oh, that's a good tip.
Ew.
This is also an upgrade that you can... Well, no, I'm not gonna be discouraged. Yeah, discouraging, but yeah, no.
No, you can get it from 0. When I was a little kid, I never actually knew that you could get up here.
Yeah, you made it earlier.
When I didn't need it.
Yeah, pretty
Or
much.
when I couldn't
Well,
do it.
Yeah,
I swear to
that's-
God, I am literally jumping at the edge. Are you seeing this? I am literally clipping through it.
Literally. Oh, my gosh.
Son of a...
Did you do the thing where you didn't think you were gonna make it, so you gave up?
Yes.
I do that all the time, and then I berate myself. You dumb shit! You dumb shit! You did it! But you didn't believe in yourself.
Oh gosh. Oh god.
It's tricky. It's very tricky.
I got it. I got it. Yes, I'm so happy.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
This cap contains stuff that allows you to things.
Is this actually, like, any good on... It's one of those things I don't know the exact damage output, but it feels like it's actually better to shoot, like, a partial charge against bosses. Because with their, like, iframes, doesn't it only take, like, the first blast there?
I don't think it actually does any more damage than, like...
But you can charge. Special thingies. I think this is the only... X game that actually has unskippable upgrades. Because you can't... You can skip this upgrade, but 0 will just give it to you, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you can, and there is no getting around the boots. Like, absolutely none. Which is neat, because then they can actually make, challenges.
Holy goodness. Oh gosh.
He almost felt the ball. They can actually make challenges, where you have to, actually use the thing. Because it's like, well, we know you got it, right?
Did I just...
Yes, you did. That was the easy jump, too.
I know. So the buttons on this controller that are touching my middle fingers are really confusing me.
Eh. Could be worse. It could be other M. That had a very awkward control scheme.
Nice.
Very awkward. I hate it. To think that was one of those games that I was like, it's not as bad as people say, and then I played it and I was like, oh god. Is it as bad as people say? No, but it's close.
I can just exit now.
You could.
Okay, cool. So...
You cleared out the 3 stages.
So the only one that I really have a power for is this guy at this point.
Correct.
But I need the boomerang.
Hey, if you want to do them out of order, more power to you. Honestly, you could fight Octopus, because Octopus, I think, is actually easier without his
Yeah,
weakness.
and he just has a heart, right?
Yes, Just a heart.
Yeah, let's go after Octopus.
Typically, I still do them in like the order at least somewhat. I'll go out of order for like Eagle, but that is because I'm a coward.
The Boomerang, you need to actually go back into Boomerang Cranger with his own thing to get that heart,
Nope.
right? Unless you do weird shenanigans with the ice thing.
Yep. Do you think you can do weird shenanigans with the ice thing?
I will try.
I think it was the first time I ever did it, but last time I played this, I actually managed to do that, and I was pretty happy. It was one of those like, no, people just say you can do it, but the angle isn't right, and then I did it. So that was pretty dope.
I got penisy.
I was kind of wondering what you were doing. Were you trying to use your iframes to grab the thing and then run?
Yeah. I was an idiot.
By the way, do you see how Sigma has abs?
Yes. Although I think it's from his outfit.
It's just weird. It's like, what purpose would that serve on a robot?
Coolness. Kind of like, you know, adding flames to the side of a vehicle makes it go faster.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's your scientific reasoning for this? We're 12.
That's Futurama?
Yes.
Okay.
We're allowed to make those quotes, right? No one's gonna...
Yeah, no, nobody cares. They might care a little bit if you do a pitch-perfect rendition of a copywritten song. But otherwise, no, I think we're fine. Who doesn't quote Futurama?
People that are lame don't quote it.
Remind me, what's the last thing they did with Futurama?
Uh,
They did, like, the movies that they then converted into, like, a season or two, right?
Yes.
Did they do another season after that?
They had 4 seasons after that. What on earth? You see that in the bottom?
Yeah, you killed it, and it was there. So it went there and, you know, so it's spawned there.
Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it.
Apparently if you stay in those things, they actually hurt you. I was watching somebody else and their chat was like, no, those things don't hurt you. And then she, like, just kind of stayed in them. And I think she died. And it was one of those, like, I've never not killed those things before, you know, they started actually doing damage. So I was also unaware. Who knew? I feel like this thing should have been dead by now. Actually, I think the big thing is, like, if you use the spark ball on it, you can just, like, really just hammer that.
The spark ball?
Whatever
is
it's
that
called.
what kills him quickly?
I think, yeah. That one's not bad just because, you know, it's a wide enemy, and it's a wide attack, so, you know, it hits him more than once.
Yeah, because I thought it was a Storm Eagle thing that kills it quickly.
Storm Eagle kills most things quickly, or at least more quickly than, you know, just Buster. So can you beat the Sea Serpent? The Metal Gyarados? Gyarados?
Gyarados. Should I be there it goes. Oh my gosh.
No, you just gotta wail on it. It's a submarine. It's neat that it bounces.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I guess, like, the eyes are, like, the things just above its cheek, though, right? That's just, like, a jewel, because most things in this game have jewels. Sigma has a jewel.
He's got the family jewels. I have died on these spikes entirely too many times to trust,
I died on him once because I did, like, the freaking double tap, and that dashed me into him. I was like, oh, cool. Thanks. Be, a shame if I could turn that off.
There he goes.
He's gonna drop stuff in the... No, maybe he will drop it here.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Fuck you.
Right there in the spikes.
Most of his body landed on there.
It's like, screw you, you ain't getting my
Oh,
shit.
fuck you. Well, I mean, you got it, so even if you die, it's not like the biggest deal in the world.
I got the heart. I'm ready to do it. Let's go. Okay, not
Can you
there.
beat
though.
Launch Octopus?
I'm gonna definitely hit him at least once or twice.
Yeah. Actually, I think he's actually like one of the hardest, just like, you know, regular stage bosses.
Oh
I think,
yeah, he definitely is.
I think part of it just comes from how awkward it is to use his weapon on him.
Yeah, you really can't hit it, like, use his weakness.
You can, you just have to be like really persistent and really stubborn. My Buster would do better, but fuck it. This is your weakness. The strategy guy told me. I read Nintendo Power. It said the rolling shield is your weakness. So I'm going to sack like 5 of them to shoot through your missiles just so I can hit you once. Oh my god.
Darn it. Screw that one.
Sometimes it's just better to get hit by the blowfish. Do you ever think of that? Not hit by him, but I mean sucked up by him.
Get sucked by him. Suck me, blowfish. Is that inappropriate? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if they have genitals. That's honestly something I constantly worry about. Not worry about, but like wonder about.
Were they built with genitals?
Well, it's like, you know, X and Zero, people are like, they're gay and everything. And it's like, I mean, do they have wieners? Do you need a wiener to be gay? If they're a robot that technically doesn't have, like, a sex, but they identify as a certain gender, and both genders are male, and they're madly in love, is that gay? Why does Marino have such large breasts? Why does Iris have a nice set of cans? Like, Alia, her breasts, they just look like, you know, like, implements in her design, right? Like, almost like chest armor. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. She kind of has boobs. Iris has, like, actual, it looks like, you know, actual breast. And then there's frickin' Lair.
Lair's got some biggins.
Nobody knows why. She's very popular in X-Dive, from what I hear. Aye. Yeah, I think most people just ship the characters in X8 with whoever their equivalent is. So I think people also like to ship Pallet with Axel. Which I constantly forget about, but apparently Pallet is the sister of Douglas. You know, that very memorable character from Mega Man X5. Do you remember Douglas?
No. You know what? I am not afraid to do this.
I am. Please don't. I'm terrified.
How do you even... What button do you hit? That one.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, I think it's like the same button, like your shoot button. Yeah, I think that saved ya.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, Launch Octopus is definitely the hardest one.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah. The crew from X5 is just really weird, though, aren't they?
X5. I never really played a whole lot of X5.
There's Alia, which...
It's a Japanese thing. Is that the... Oh, the boobs. Yeah, the boobs. Everything... Yeah, all the robots have to have big knockers.
Well, I mean, just look at Zero.
I mean, we can see them right there in the bottom left. Look at those things.
But yeah.
Everyone should be proud of them, even men.
But no, they just, like, added a whole bunch of, fluff characters for no reason in 5, and then they just stuck around. Like, Alia, I understand, because it's like, oh, it's a girl character, right? And she kind of fills the role that Double and Iris did in X4. Yeah. Cygnus, they just bring in this guy that looks like, you know, frickin' Colonel Light, with a name that's almost identical to the main villain, and somehow he does not turn out to be Sigma in, like, you know, a frickin' Colonel, like, you know, like Repliforce cosplay. You got Douglas, who all the other ones, they have a weird, crazy name, and then it's just like, oh, what's your name? Oh, it's Douglas. I have the people name, and then there's, like, Life Giver. there's just like a bajillion of those guys.
Oh, he turned around on me. And that would have healed me.
Life Giver? And there being a million of those guys?
Oh god, I got hit by every single one of them.
Yeah, I think... Does Life Giver come back in... I don't remember. I think Douglas at least shows up. I know they reference him because...
Giver of life. Oh gosh.
Because Douglas is Pallet's, you know, sibling. Which I guess that just means they were made by the same manufacturer.
That's a deep-ass lore right there.
It is just one of those things, like Iris and Colonel, it makes sense because they were like the same Reploid, right?
I'm disappointed in you, Colonel.
But yeah, like, so, I mean, them being siblings makes sense, but, you know, like some of the other ones, it's like, aren't they all kind of I don't know. I don't know how Reploid manufacture works, other than Dr. Kane said, I found this very advanced robot with true sentience who was put through, like, moral simulations for 100 years to make sure that he didn't go batshit crazy. As an archaeologist, I think I'm perfectly qualified to replicate this technology. Dr. Kane fucked up is what I'm saying. Like, Dr. Kane, like, no one in frickin' any of the Mega Man games will ever fuck up quite as badly as Dr. Kane did. Oh, yeah. Did you play the PSP remake of this?
Maverick Hunter X?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
I liked it.
Dr. Kane dies, like, immediately. Not even immediately, before the game... Did you watch The Day of Sigma by chance?
So, let's see here. Hold on a second. So I do this.
I must use all of my concentration. Ooh, you got that pretty easy.
That
I was expecting it to take a few tries. Nicely done.
Thanks.
Wow.
I
now you don't have to come back.
A Mega Man's or two.
But yeah, no, Day of Sigma was...
Wait, so
like,
Kane dies in Maverick Hunter X?
He dies before. They did an OVA tie-in, right? OVA stands for original video.
Yeah.
Like, just think direct-to-DVD Disney special, right? Yeah. Somebody else is playing the game for once. That's what's up. He's not doing a bad job. Because I played this game too much. But yeah, no, they did, like, a tie-in, though, and they changed, like, a lot of things up. Like, the Mavericks, of course, they have different designs and everything. Dr. Kane dies immediately because Sigma blows up, Able City, that's it. Because Kane and Able... Which kind of makes me wonder what they were going to do for the rest of the games, because Dr. Kane is in too. He's like, oh, I can fix Zero for you, I promise. And then he just doesn't until, like, the very end of the game. Because he hates you.
I knew he was going to kill me.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's why you weren't going to. There was a fair chance you could have did that with missiles. Missiles just destroy them, but at the same time, why risk it?
Happen because there are times when you use their thing and it doesn't quite do the animation.
Many people exist because of accidents.
Like right there.
I do like that. I think that's, like, really neat that he doesn't, like, still throw you in, you know, like, or tank the hit to pitch you, that it actually is like, I'm going to throw you, and then he's like, oh wait, no, I'm not.
Looked like I was gonna fall through the floor there. He still hit me a bunch of times. He does a lot of damage.
Well, he's a crazy guy. He disappears.
I saw Oh yeah,
just selling you the missile. No, he was just conserving them so that he didn't waste them, because he did not believe in himself.
I didn't believe. But speaking of Boomer Kuwanger, I saw a fun multi-layered meme with him once. It was one of those, like, okay Boomer memes.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said okay, and then he had a picture of Boomer Kuwanger. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I've watched other people play it who haven't really played this game before, and they always make the okay Boomer joke whenever they get to Kuwanger. Boomer Kuwanger, ha 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 ha, okay Boomer, and it's like, yeah, you know what?
I have both of their weaknesses, and I can get everything from each of their stages, right?
Yeah. Would you rather have armor in a heart tank or sub-tank in a heart tank? Both enable you to live longer.
I'll go for Mandrill because he's got the music. He's got those tunes. You know, if you had said that, like, 20 seconds earlier, I would have gone into Sting Chameleon.
There's a stream delay. You can't, like, just look at that. That was, like, 5 seconds ago on our end. Sometimes I actually use the stream delay to, like, catch dialogue that I missed. I'll be like, oh shit, I hit A too fast. Look at the stream window, look at it. Ay. But yeah, you can do that next. You can fight...
Oh.
You can fight not auto.
And I passed it. There we go.
Well, thing with circles is they always come around. You just cycle through.
Take that! Okay. Oh, wait, no, that was the wrong way.
You've never really seen Sam play, like, platformers, have you?
If he played on any of your streams, I might have caught a little bit of one or two.
Yeah, I'm really wondering how he would manage these. Because he thinks he can beat him, right? And he might. I think it would take a lot more persistent than it would you and me, because I think you're gonna, you're doing, like, really well.
Yay!
Not as well as me.
Pacha.
My best is, I've gotten through this with, like, one death. And that death really fucking hurt.
I mean, it's not like it's a competition or anything.
Everything is always a competition. But
my penis is bigger.
Well, that I don't think we can really improve. We could possibly go back and forth until one of us does get, like, the impossibly good time. But I don't think if somebody has a bigger wang, I think that's kind of set in stone. But anyway, back on topic, Sam has, like, he says he's beaten this once, I think, on, like, mobile or something. Which, I'm not really sure how that would work, so I am very curious to see him play this. And then probably lose it on X2. Because X2, it is stressful, man. It is stressful. When I criticized X2, some people they're like, you're too harsh or something like that. Like, one person said that I, like, nitpicked it too much, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize saying that, hey, the game kind of stresses me out, and, it's just the way it's set up is something that it's not my preference was a nitpick.
Everybody has their preferences.
But yeah, I don't know. I think...
I want this. It's gonna respawn that thing, though.
Yeah, from what I hear, like, from the first trilogy, it is kind of neck and neck, though, whether people like X2 or 3 better. But I don't think you played either of them enough to have a strong opinion there. How are you gonna do it?
Is there a way to, like, dash up there?
Yes, you absolutely can. You can use Boomerang, or you can swing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I was shown how to do it was the Kuwanger.
That's how I always did it.
And then, like, I don't know if somebody told me you could do it the other way, or if it was just that I didn't have, like, I was doing this level without it. There's like, let's see. You can get pretty wacky with them. And yeah, then I pulled it off, and I was quite pleased.
Huh. Okay, so if you're close, because I know that thing has, like, a blast around you, but it's, like, limited range, and I guess that can add an extra layer of damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of honestly forget about that because I don't let people sneak up on me. I'm too fast.
Oh god.
Yeah, this one can be a little awkward. That's a solution.
Yeah, screw you.
Definitely a solution.
There we go. And I have plenty of life for this guy.
What, like a pulse?
Sometimes, if you get a little premature with your ice blast...
He normally hits me once because he'll slowly move forward, and sometimes, like, I don't get why he sometimes has iframes. And then other times it's just like, well, continue to fuck yourself. Excuse me, sir.
Oh god. Oh gosh, he's getting closer. Oh god, he's getting closer. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, there's a reason why, you know, there exists a term called Spark Mandrill syndrome. It is for specifically this.
Otherwise, I think he per hit does more damage than like any other, because I got hit once. I had like 2 pellets missing, but I think he does like more damage, because I think if you do him before anyone else, I think he can kill you in 2 hits.
Oh dear.
I know. Now we're doing Sting Chameleon. The stage that could have been a lot more interesting if they didn't have the interesting thing in the game, or the stage has changed, because yeah, the entire gimmick behind this stage doesn't happen.
Again, I don't know why they don't do this in any other games.
I know, it probably took a lot of programming. It was probably just laziness.
I don't know. I feel like
Well, think about it.
Put
Like
a lot of effort into most of these games until they got to, I don't know.
So
X7 was definitely very, very like low effort.
So if you think so, I mean, I'm not a programmer or anything, but I feel like I might want to talk to somebody who actually like knows these things, because I feel like, oh, wrong one. There we go.
You don't just jump it.
Oh, you can do that?
I mean, typically I have a little more wall, but yeah, no, you absolutely can.
Oh, okay. Oh, sugar.
Oh, I looked away for chat for a second.
Did you get
no,
the
if I
X
didn't
armor
see
Storm
it.
Eagle? Yes, I did.
Yeah, no, all the levels have been cleared out, other than like the 2 that he still has to do. And he's halfway through all of the upgrades for this one, obviously.
Anyway, as I was saying, like, I would need to talk to somebody who like knows these things, but I would not be surprised if by like essentially programming those changes in, they essentially had to design 16 stages versus 8. Like,
well, only half of them do it, so it would be
only half, really? I thought they all had some kind of thing. Okay.
Nope. Only half. Only half. But I still get what you mean.
Yeah,
it means like, I feel like they could reuse things, but I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of Mario Maker, where they just say copy paste.
Is it Storm Eagle?
I don't know. I typically do, although I'm not sure. Like, since he doesn't have a health bar, it is really hard to tell, right? Storm Eagle just typically beats, you know, like everything. You are gonna want to continue to, you know, like.
I'm never certain if he's gonna like do that thing or if he's gonna jump.
I think he has a good bit of wind up.
And I didn't jump high enough.
Yep. Yeah, once saw like some sort of fan comment. I think it might have been like part of Bob and George, which if you don't know what that is, yeah, that is like an old Sprite comic. But they did something, right, where they had Otto turn into this guy, and now I can never not see the resemblance. You remember Otto, right?
Yeah, he's the only one I mean, he probably came in 7, but I only really remember him from 8.
Yeah, he's in 7. He's Dr. Light's biggest fan. I just continue to hit him with shit. Why? Because fuck you, that's why.
That was actually pretty quick.
He is a damage sponge and not much else.
Yeah.
Definitely a damage sponge.
Go up at the cave. Gotcha, bro. We did it. I know where everything is in this. I just don't know what the power-up is gonna be sometimes. I've played it a lot.
Oh, so you just know that there's like a capsule up here.
I could have sworn as a kid I checked up here, but I never got the armor until I was like an adult. So
You checked up here as in you got your ass kicked, or you checked up here and they're like, no, we cannot put this child through this.
Well, I could have sworn I tried to see like what was up here, but this entire cave, you can fill it with rocks if you don't do the normal path, and you could just like stand somewhere and just have your own little like spot that's not full of rocks and then just destroy everything.
Yeah, it is crazy to me, like, thinking about it. It's one of those things that I do not remember the last time I played, like, say, this level without the water, or Flame Mammoth when it wasn't iced over.
Like, I know as a kid I would like play around with some of the stages, and just like I saw some of that stuff because I would just like play around with the stages.
You don't play this game. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I actually
You master it.
there's the thing because I was kind of an idiot as a kid, and that part where you're basically supposed to use Sting Chameleon's like thing to like jump up by everything, I could never get past there, so I never actually beat it like as a young
honestly
lad.
don't know how I know to do that. There's like so many things in games that I just know how to do. I remember our friend James, him showing me how to get all the upgrades, so maybe it was him that showed me how to do the Sting Chameleon trick. But yeah, no, there's just like so much in these games where it's just like, wait, why I do this here? Why do I do this here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like baked in. And I don't know why the thought popped into my head, but I'm kind of disappointed that Terminal Montage hasn't done too much with X outside of that one cartoon he did.
Oh yeah.
He did
that
the
one.
weird Storm Eagle, like, guitar off. Which was cool.
The Storm Eagle guitar off? Or,
Yes.
I thought that was with Mandrill.
He did a different video where it's just like, X and Storm Eagle, like a redesigned Storm Eagle having like a music battle. And it's not bad, it's just one of those, like, I really like this parody more. This parody was like really good. That's probably like my favorite video by him, but I am very biased. Do you watch him outside of just like the few oddball times that
Terminal
like it pops
Montage?
up? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm caught up with his videos.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
I
see
watch him
the
a lot.
Ultra Beast one?
That was his latest one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually meant to ask. I didn't know I could skip that. I actually meant to ask you if that was from the latest Pokemon.
It was from Sun and Moon actually.
Really? Oh. Yeah. Okay.
No, the one from the latest one. Did you see the one where they read a Repulsa all of them?
Make my monster grow.
Yes.
Oh, was that a Dynamax thing?
Yes. The
That
worst thing.
would have been a great thing to pick up. Oh, hey, there's that guy.
I think I was gonna say, I think you're fine as long as the momentum doesn't screw with you.
Oh gosh.
That is like one of the funnest things to mess with in this entire game, but it will screw you over.
Oh yeah.
I've like eaten shit quite a few times, just trying to have a good time. That's why you don't play this game to have fun. You eat shit when you have fun.
Is there a thing behind him, or is it later?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, no, the second one, that's the one that you want to kill really fast.
Is it the Storm Eagle one that kills him then?
What?
That kills those things.
No, you got it right.
Oh, okay.
You got it right.
Yay!
You said chat was asking, do you typically get the Hadoken, right? Even if you never intend to use it?
I normally do. I can skip it if you want it to go faster, but I can also.
It is
still get it.
entirely up to you.
I normally get it and then never use it because I could never get the controls to work.
It's not all that complicated. At least I thought it was more complicated than it was. But yeah, no, like, I think the last time I managed to get it, I did pull it off, like, a few times.
Yeah, I honestly don't even, like, try because I usually, like, just open up,
It's not...
fail at it, but...
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's like, I think it's down, forward, attack.
Yeah.
Which, it's pretty simple. It's not like, I think Shoryuken, it's like, okay, do these
That
three
was a one-off.
really weird inputs, and then press attack. Speaking of which, I think people are liking the new Street Fighter. Or they're just thirsty for Chun-Li, which
wouldn't
both
be.
could be true. I mean, I am more into Jury personally, but to each their own.
And I need to get behind it, and there it is.
Although I like never play those games because I suck at it.
Die! I killed it.
I swear, for like fighting games are for like crazy people. Have you ever really gotten into fighting games?
Soul Calibur 2 was my main one, and Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo. I played a lot of that.
I'm pretty sure I was banned from that because
Killer Instinct?
Yeah, I think it was rated something that my very Christian childhood did not allow. There is blood in this game? No, you stomped the Koopas.
Hey, this is where the Hadouken would be.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you typically get it? Do you go through the stage 3 times, or do you SD and then go up there? Like 3 times.
You can just die wherever, right? Or
You need to get up there, and then, yeah, you can either come back in or die. I typically come back in because I'm like, I don't SD, I'm big, I'm a real gamer.
I think I just.
Sometimes I do SD, though.
Oh, I thought you had to die. So I just get to that and like die a bunch of times.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. You just need to get up there with full life, I think 3 times.
Oh, you need to get up there?
Yeah, you need to get up where they... I think the reason why the energy's up there is so that it fills you up. Because there's been times I've got up there and I'd be like, where the fuck is Dr. Light? And then I'll touch the thing and I'll also be like, I'm here, bitches!
Oh, maybe that's why. Because I know sometimes I've died there a bunch of times. And it's like, I thought it was 4 times. And I go up and then I go up again. It's like, oh, he's there. And then...
It's been a little funky. There's been a few times where it's taken me, you know, like... It's like, I'm pretty sure I need to be up here 3 times. Why is this taking me 4 or 5 times? And it's probably because I just goobered something stupid up. I was slightly off with something. This is... Is this the weirdest one to get? This might be, like, the weirdest upgrade, you know, like the weirdest special one.
I'll get it. I'll try to use it. So, does that count as one time that I got through it? Or one time that I've gotten
Yeah,
the
no,
energy?
it absolutely count. Like, I'm almost positive it counts you going up there once.
How many lives do I have? 5. Darn it, he went away.
You really gonna farm lives? I mean, I guess it does make this part easier, but you really need lives. So far, you have not gotten a game over. I mean...
Oh no, I'm just getting lives to make sure that I have enough for this. I don't want to... Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Darn it! Thought I was
I
gonna
don't
be
know
able
why
to
I'm thinking
kill
about
him
this,
before.
but... Well, actually, that might be proof of the whole, you know, he used X designs to make him. But
Zero?
Yeah. Because, yeah, X's Buster, like, you know, it's the same Buster whether you get it from the capsule from Light, or you get it from, you know, Zero, right?
Oh god, that thing kills you instantly. I think.
Only if you get hit by it. Nothing will kill you if you don't get hit by it.
It'll kill you, only if I die. Is that how that line worked?
What are you quoting?
And I was gonna say God of War Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok.
It's been a while.
When he goes to do the thing and he says he's gonna block the sun thingy with his body, and he's like, "You'll be killed only if I die." That's what being killed
was
means.
something. He's like, he said something about killing you. And he's like, so I'll die then. He goes, yes, that's what killing you means. And
Yeah, but
that was actually Endgame.
Oh no, it was Endgame. Yeah, that's right. Cause yeah, Thor Ragnarok, he doesn't actually. Yeah, he's weaponless.
I wish I still watched that stuff because they were fun. But it's just like too much now.
Yeah,
I think as soon as they threw in like the Disney Plus extra stuff, it was like, no, dude. I still plan on watching Moon Knight because I love Moon Knight, but no, dude. That's a fun angle to come in at, isn't it? Just a woo over and up. Yeah, I don't know. I might try and watch through them bit by bit, right? But like it's not as obsessive, and it's one of those like once you miss one, then you get nervous about watching any of them because it's like, but I didn't watch Black Widow yet. Are they going to reference her weird family history, and I'm just gonna not know who blonde Black Widow is? Assuming that was a thing. It was in the comics, so it seems like the sort of thing that could pop up. You did it!
Farewell! And now I just get up there until he's there, I think.
Yeah, that ought to work.
I'm gonna run out of stuff.
Yeah. Did like the Spider-Man movie.
Die! Oh wow, he died quick.
Well, you shot him in his gooch. With fire. See, you stand up to that.
My gooch is built for fire.
I can see a few very specific situations where they, where that would be helpful. But I'm mostly thinking of, fantasy situations where fire elementals are an actual thing. Damn it, Dad. You said you were gonna be there. You said you'd get there in time for my soccer game.
Did I fill up all of my E-tanks somehow?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh, I did.
Do you need them?
Not right now, but I will eventually. Oh gosh.
On, like...
Probably on Final Sigma, but then again, it'll be full by then. I don't think he gives you stuff.
What?
That one. I don't think he drops any items when you kill him.
The heavy mole, or...
Yeah.
Okay. I don't actually... I think heavy mole's the Kirby boss.
There we go. Oh gosh, they hit me.
Oh, did I show you Robot Pokemon yet, by the way? Dad!
Come back to me, father!
Come on, Dad!
Yeah, I was about to say about the Marvel thing. Yeah, there's entirely too many of those for me to... I just don't want to keep up with them anymore.
I think the movies were fine. I don't think they've upped their movie production. I really just think it's the go watch 12 episodes of, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Loki.
Yeah, it's
just one of those, oh, come on, guys.
Plus, their jokes just aren't funny to me anymore. But, hey, that's just me. I know some people still love them, and to each their own. I don't know. I'm just not interested in, like, spending all that time trying to, like, follow all this lore anymore.
Well, I don't laugh, so...
I find nothing funny. Here we go. I got the Hadouken.
Did I ever tell you about why I don't laugh?
At movies?
I try and laugh, like, a little more now. No, just, like, in general.
I've heard you laugh.
I've gotten better at it.
I've learned how to laugh and enjoy your human emotions.
It wasn't that I didn't find things funny. It's just that I would repress the urge to laugh. Because I once, like... Have you ever seen Dr. Dolittle 2?
Dr. Dolittle 2? Yes. Only a couple times. It wasn't as good as the first one.
But there's...
Oh, you liked it more?
I don't know. It was one of those things I watched when I was very young. And it's really hard to gauge those things.
I honestly only vaguely remember any of the Dr. Dolittles.
But either way, like, I went to see that with, like, my brother, and I went to see that with a friend of mine and his brother, who was friends with my brother. The younger brother of the friend... I don't know. I don't know what the shit you're doing.
Oh, you gotta, like, okay. I thought you go into the middle to fight Sydney because he has a thing there. And then I did that. No, you gotta actually, like, do the thing.
But anyway, I went to see, like, Dr. Dolittle with, like, friends of the family, right? And, like, the friend's younger brother, he left, like, he got a little too chuckly, right? He was, like, knee-slapping, falling off his chair, like, you could hear him, like, throughout the entire theater and everything, like, really, really just yucking it up. I'm just like, oh, laughing is obnoxious. I will never laugh again. And then eventually it was like, you know what? No, I actually do like hearing other people laugh. And maybe people want to hear me laugh from time to time. I don't know whether my laugh is, like, pleasant or not, but I'd like to think it's at least average. So I will allow myself to laugh, but I still feel like I, don't laugh as much as I should. You're not using... Strat.
Oh.
I typically don't
Oh,
either.
gosh. What was the strat? I kind of started to like get really into the zone.
People?
Oh, is it? Do they do like a chameleon thing?
No, they do rolling shield.
Okay, nope. That would have probably been a good idea.
Yeah, it's not necessary. I normally do it without as well, but it's like especially helpful if you aren't like, you know, if you're still getting used to the game, you aren't the best at it, which is why you were able to do it just fine without.
So I'm like a pro at this.
Yes, you have done this before.
I've done this so many times.
Why are you healing?
Healing? Oh yeah, I'm about to fight, okay.
You're not using those speedrun strats. Oh my gosh, you fucking did it again.
That was you know what? It's reflex. Also, you're supposed to like try really hard. You know what would have been crazy if there was like an alternate ending if you like use the Hadouken on the thing to break it?
That is the only thing you cannot. Do you want to practice it real quick?
The Hadouken?
Just to make sure, yeah, just to make sure you know what the button is. Down, forward, yeah.
I know how to do it.
But why don't you use it all the time when you don't need to?
Hadouken! Bring it. X, do what I tell you or he dies. Dream on, Zero. Dream on.
Do you think it's obvious enough that you're supposed to lose this? Or do you think most people, when they play this, they'd be like, surely, as I am the ultimate fighter man now, I can beat Vava this time?
You just get pissed off and dashes into you.
Yeah, but that still doesn't... Okay, I was watching somebody else stream this, right? And they're like, oh, can I beat him? Should I use, like, a sub-tank? And their chat was like, no!
Yes,
Don't
use a sub-tank.
No, don't do it. And it was one of those, it's like, wait, do they... Like, you know, the first one is fine because, you know, like, obviously...
You really can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't. He just beats the shit out of you. But this one, I think it is... It's believable that you might be able to beat him. And it's one of those things, it's like... Is this, like, the very slight flaw that is, like, with the game? Like, one of those things that I can just barely complain about. That, like, new players might actually be confused by the fact that Vava will still kick your ass.
I mean, considering how much, like, the energy drops before getting to here, it kind of makes it seem like you should refill all of your sub-tanks.
Oh, yeah, you still want to beat Vava.
So, people might actually see that and be like, well, maybe there's like a boss up here that's like the X stages or something.
Yeah, it's just one of those... Oh my gosh.
Nope. Okay.
Okay. I don't need to tell you things. You might have clicked something. You've done it. You've cycled back. But yeah, no, I think it is, like, because Zero does tell you, after he beats you, you're like, someday you'll be really tough and cool, maybe even stronger than me, the guy that just blew the arm off his ride armor. So I think it is understandable if people do come into this and they're like, surely I am Big Strong Man.
Yeah, and then they use all of their stuff, so
I am
yeah.
Big Strong Mega Man.
No, I can see that.
But I'm not really sure what I could expect the game to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Zero, though, tells you, he's like, oh, you can still, you know, you could do it, X. Don't listen to him, kick his ass. So, like, even NPC Man tells you that you can do this. I mean, I would not expect the game to just be so clumsy as to have an actual, like, bit of text go across the screen and be like, note, this is a scripted battle, you can't win, don't try it, you punk. You punk, you punk, you punk.
Oh, sugar.
I feel like not enough people talk about Rydborski. Because everybody knows Flame Highenard from 7, right? Because you burn to the ground, right?
Burn! And it's ice.
Nope.
Wait, what am I fighting?
It's missiles.
Okay,
they don't have the traditional boss rush in this. I think I'll tell you which each, you know, I'll at least try to tell you which each of them are, because I have, like, I want to say at least 6 of the locations memorized.
No, I thought you had the spider was after this one. Was
Nope,
after.
you get Spider next. He is definitely coming. But shoot,
Oh
what was I
my.
saying? Something. I lost my train of thought. Oh, dear.
Something about. So you're surprised people don't talk about something?
Oh yeah, Rydborsky. When you fight him, he'll just like spin around, right? Like he'll just drive around and he'll be like, you punk, you punk, you punk, you punk. Which isn't the same as three doppelgangers all saying the same line, sometimes at the same time, but it can still be like a little obnoxious. A little obnoxious. But hey, I still would not consider him like the most. Did I tell you? Oh, I'm going for it.
I mean, should I?
I think you'll be able to fill your sub tank, so even if you need to use them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll do
no.
it.
Somebody when I did like my top 8, like my favorite bosses from the X series, right? Somebody actually asked me, they're like, okay, what are your least favorite bosses? I'm like, I don't really want to do that because it'll piss people off. Because I'm going to be like, oh, this guy, and someone's going to be like, how dare you? That's, let's see. Like, Neon Tiger helped my mom deliver her children, right? So I didn't want to do it, but...
I think I'm just gonna stop using these and
yeah,
just
that
let
might not be
them
a
die.
bad idea. You're not good at, like, this whatever kind of... Like, I don't remember what this is called. Like, line
pattern?
lottery or
Oh
something.
no, I'm great at it, but it's communication while this is happening is what's getting me.
Gotcha. Well, I'll just talk.
It is a stream though, so
Yeah. I'll talk.
No.
You just kind of listen. But no, somebody like asked me what my least favorite boss in every game was, and I was just like, I don't want to do that because people are gonna get mad at me. Like, you think people, like, some people got upset because I listed, like what my favorite games were, right? But if I start, throwing shade at specific bosses, they are going to get pissed. So
Darn it.
I did draw that up. It is specifically
Got it.
as a punishment, though. Because, like, the way I figure it is, like, if I just go 1 week... Oh, wow, how'd you figure that one out? If I go 1 week and I do not have a script written in time, I will make that video instead, and everybody will get probably offended. But I guess what I was going to say was, somehow Flame Hyenard was not my least favorite boss from frickin' X7. Which I actually quit playing X7 originally because he drove me, like, insane. So that's actually kind of surprising. Although as a preview, it's Snipe Anteater. Fuck Snipe Anteater.
Shit, I should have followed that one.
We could get quiet for just this part.
I've already kind of used all of my stuff here. I'm gonna
You
have
still
to...
need to shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh. Or you can figure this part out. Using all of your cunning. Using all of your cunning!
I dashed right into him. There we go.
One more shotgun ice.
Yeah. Nope.
Well, you can be a bit more cavalier with your shots. You don't have ammo on them. This battle would be like... How easier do you think it would be? Do you think it would be like you could beat it without a pulse if they just made it so that you could shoot the spider without its eye being, like, whatever you want to call it, his butt eye, his abdomen eye?
Oh, he would be so much easier if you, yeah.
Like, would he be challenging at all, do you think? Wow.
I
from
killed
the
him with
back
my
shot.
butt blast.
That was actually kind of cool.
Nice.
But
I'm
yeah,
amazing.
no. Do you think he'd be, like, challenging at all? Where it would still just be like, oh no, he's still coming from all directions. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Or do you think it would just be like...
Considering how many times I shot him with the ice and it didn't do anything, he would definitely be way easier if you didn't have to hit him at a specific spot.
I guess I'm just asking, would he be a pushover?
I think he would, because you could still, like, 1-for-1 him.
Not only that, he's weak to the shotgun knife. You wouldn't even need to aim, come to think of
No,
it.
because
Just
like
be
yeah,
like, I shot the wall, it bounced the wall.
yeah, because you can even like hit him as he's coming down. Then like you might die once, but that would be it. So yeah, I think it's the combination of those things. Is
You were getting a lot of use out of that back.
I actually did
That
that on
back
purpose.
wing.
I'm pretty proud of myself there.
Oh well, congratulations. That was pretty. It was pretty neat.
I'm like a pro at this game.
If you were a pro,
He
you
says
would've-
after he got his ass kicked by the spider.
If you were a pro, you would have beaten this game 40 minutes ago.
What?
Oh shoot! I wanted to say it was Penguin. I knew this was Penguin though. Do you seriously not know what? Okay.
It was the one that was there, and I accidentally like let
Okay.
go of the button as I was
Man.
charging.
Yeah, had I been paying more attention, I would have said one that this was going to be Penguin because I do know this one, and two, I would have also said, "Hey, would you like to go for style points?" But the time for style points has passed.
Oh,
Hadouken. Hadouken? Hadouken? Hadouken!
sugar.
Did you maybe push the wrong button
Yeah.
in your mashy?
Yeah, I mashed, and then I hit the.
Sometimes mashing works. That's how I play fighting games. Other than
Exactly.
Smash. Smash is like about the only game where I'm like, yeah, I know how to do buttons.
Got him. Kicked his ass.
Yeah, your main in Smash is Greninja, right?
Probably.
Probably.
I think it's Rosalina and Luma at this point.
Yeah.
Greninja I can just do well with because he's so fast, and he used to be my better one, but after getting better with Rosalina, nice.
She's your waifu character.
She's my waifu character, and I've never even played her. Well, no, I tried playing those games. I'm just not into like the Mario ones these days anymore.
Do you? Yeah, if you ever want to.
Oh, I
mean,
have Galaxy.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the sort of game that you might enjoy either one, playing it with somebody,
Oh, probably.
or two, just watching me play it, because that's actually my favorite. Like, the first Galaxy game is my favorite Mario game. And I have come to the conclusion that I actually like Mario games. I think 3D World, like the the port made me realize that. Because before that, it was just like, well,
You know what?
it's
Screw
gonna
that
be
thing.
Eagle next, by the way. I'll say it before they make it obvious. By the way, do you want to see the Mario movie?
There it is. Oh, the one with Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Is it out in theaters yet?
it's next year.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Did you watch like the trailer for it?
I feel like I might have.
Yeah, it looked great until Chris Pratt spoke, and then he just like,
Oh, jeez.
it's Chris Pratt doing my Chris Pratt voice, and it's just like, really, really, we ditched Charles Martinet for this?
I mean, is that guy an actual actor though? Like, would
Oh
he have
yeah,
actually...
he is. He is.
Oh, really?
He is. No, he's done stuff. Like at the beginning, I think I tried to like defend it, and like, well, I mean, it would be exhausting doing the Mario voice, but I'm sure he could have come up with something. I'm a little embarrassed that I ever like tried to justify it. It's one of those like, just let Charles Martinet do it. The guy's good. Like, it's like he's talented. He could have did it.
I'm just not all that into movies. Although I'm gonna be honest, I do actually. Ooh, I'm gonna do a thing. Did not work. Is there one that can?
There is one.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Which movie did you want to see? You were beginning to say it.
Oh yeah, I do kind of want to watch the. It's called Violent Night. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh God, I saw that. Like I was over at my parents' house and they were watching football and commercials for that came on, and then it got to the end. I was like, wait, that was not a parody?
I mean, it's probably not going to be a serious movie, but I'm going to be honest. I want to see it. It looks hilarious.
Yeah, I'd say if you were in the area, I'd watch it with you, but I doubt one of us wants to drive like 2 hours to the other person's location just to watch a dumbass Christmas movie.
Is this Sting?
Yeah,
that
it
I
is.
use? Okay.
You can pause it. Well, you made it. And it will, like, even if you... Once it's down to 1, regardless, this thing will close up. So you'll have to deal with the eyes, even with that. But and then again, I think they're kind of more manageable than the nose. This is one of those bosses that I kind of wonder, it's like, what possessed you to just make, like, a weird face where you have to attack its eyes and its nose? I don't hate it. It's just, it's not where my brain would have gone, you know? And, like, not only that, but...
Got it.
This is, like, actually considered one of the more iconic bosses. They bring it back in X5, and I'm pretty sure it's also a boss in X Dive. And they might also reference it in some other games. But it's been a little while. But yeah, no, it's like Rangda Bonga, I think its name is.
Rangda Bonga.
It's a silly sounding name. It's a very, very silly sounding name. But this is Mega Man X, it's serious business. Wait, Sting Chameleon.
I kind of want to kill these things.
You can get a slight amount of health back that you probably... I mean, you know.
Oh, it is Sting Chameleon, or I use...
I want to say it's Sting Chameleon. You already beat Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh, did I lie? No, it's Armadillo, you dumbass. There's no spikes on the wall.
Oh my god. Wes. I thought that was a different one. There it is. Bruh. There you go. Just stand there and
It's a little weird. And if you hit him with a charge shot and he blocks, he actually does, like, a fuck you move. Have you ever seen the fuck you move?
Oh, is that where it's like that, but only he's, like, crazy with it?
He does, like, kind of like, you know, goes like this, like, you know, crosses his arms and then goes da-da-da-da. And then, you know, just, like, flings his arm out and he sends energy in, like, all the directions. You can... Huh. It's interesting. This is Chameleon. Probably. I don't know. I'm not sure I can be trusted.
Do I have to do the thing?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you can reach it, like, if you do, like, the wall dash, right?
Like that. Okay,
yes,
yeah.
Exactly like that.
Exactly like that, and no other way. Alright, bring it on, Sting Chameleon.
It's actually kind of cool, because this is, like, the stage that you want to use Boomer Kuwanger, like, the boomerangs on everything. You want to use it on Sting Chameleon. It's fun to use it on Launch Octopus and, you know, Flame Mammoth. And then, you know, like, the stage boss is also weak to it, D-Rex. I assume you already knew that, though, right?
The boss, yeah.
Yeah, because, yeah, you've gotten all the other ones without me needing to be like, oh, this is the weakness. Oh, have you considered using this power? It's the weakness.
Okay, which one do I use? Alright.
I don't even know if I want to try and, like, name what this one is. I'll say Mammoth. I was gonna say, okay, no, you were getting a better angle. Well, you can keep those up if it is Mammoth.
Oh god, no. There we go.
Nope, it's... I'm not even gonna try anymore. I swear the last time I did... Yeah, no, that's real convincing. The last time I did it, I was able to name all of them. And then I sang the Poke Rap. And I was able to name all 18 types of Pokemon.
He got a lot closer than he had before.
And then I named all the battle chips. Just all of them.
He's getting close. Oh god. Got him. He's getting pretty close. Does it tell you how many people are actually watching?
Currently, Oh, well, it depends on what you go with. The one counter saying 2, the other counter saying 3.
Nice.
So not a lot, but I've been getting a little more traffic. That was something Sam said the other night. I was like, yeah, like Pokemon content on my main channel, it does not do well. And he's like, well, the streams did well. I'm like, I streamed for like 24 hours. Yeah, there were a few people that stopped in during that period. Probably shouldn't have. I was delirious for like a lot of that.
How many times you gotta hit him for his genticles to fall up? There it goes.
You would have gotten an achievement for that. Had I not already gotten the achievement for that. But yeah, no. There was a team in the Pokemon, you know, like the new Pokemon game called Team Star. And this took place in like pretty much like the Pokemon world equivalent of Spain, right? And they kept on saying Hasta la Vista. And I did not get like the pun. It's like, oh, it's Hasta la Vista, but with star on the end, right? Obviously. And it's like, how fucking tired were you that entire stream that you did not get, like, the fucking obvious Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, freaking pun? You dumbass.
You didn't get it?
I didn't. You know, like, I think at one point they were even like, oh, Hasta la Vista was something I made up, and I was like, oh, I just figured it was Spanish. Okay.
I think that's like
And yes,
Spanish or
it
something.
was Spanish. Oh dear lord. What was... Oh, the Baja.
Yeah.
The freaking Baja.
The Baja. Did I pronounce it Baja?
Yeah, you did. You were being a smartass. We were at like a sit-down restaurant. And you ordered like the Baja Blast or something like that. And I can't remember like if one of us corrected you or what, but it was like it's Baja. And like the waitress was like, oh yeah, I think it's like Spanish or something. And then like later I said mayhaps, and she's like, oh, what's mayhaps? And I was like, oh my gosh. Like I don't often make fun of people for not knowing words, but I don't think mayhaps was that big of a word, and it's like a different version of saying maybe or perhaps, which like more or less mean the same thing, and it has parts of both of those words. So it's one of those, like, with context, it's really easy to figure out.
Based on the context,
But
it's clear what you mean.
Maybe I'm just being cruel. Are you gonna let him kick your ass?
Yes.
That's probably smart.
I was thinking about using a sub-tank.
I mean, you could afford it. You can immediately fill them up next stage. But filling them up would probably take slightly more time than that would.
And we are going off of, you know, speed. What's my time?
You're like at an hour and a half.
Oh my god, I might actually get my hour and 57 minutes.
Plus, like, we didn't set up right, like, we didn't start right away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we count, the button layout as part of, like, the speed run time, but...
I mean...
You did take longer to map your buttons than I typically do, that's all I'm gonna say there.
Oh god.
I thought you were cutting it a little close there.
Oh gosh.
He just kind of goes.
We hit each other.
I mean, at that point, you could tank the hit.
Yeah. Did I beat all of the refights?
Yeah, that was everybody.
Okay, so it's just completely Sigma now.
Yeah, well, kinda.
Well, his three-parter.
I mean, the first part isn't really him. It's his dog.
He's Joe.
Very impressive, X.
I like the dog in Ragnarok.
That's nice. Is it a good dog? Is it a bad dog?
I guess I'll do this.
Why? Do you need sub-tanks?
I don't think so, but it gets me up there.
I mean,
I will actually refill this thing, though, so... Okay,
it is
it's
helpful.
full. Styling up here. Yeah. Are my sub-tanks full? They are not.
Holy shit, what did you do? When did you...
I
what
used one
was
on the
it?
spider.
Spider, and it didn't recover before then, huh? That's crazy. Well, for me, I wouldn't care. I used maybe 2 sub-tanks on Sigma. Huh, this is weird.
Did I... Wait, no, it was not.
It's like, you got like a tick left. I think
that
that
was it.
probably did it.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Darn it, I didn't style my way up to the tippy top.
Well, if you wanted style still, you could try Hadoukening. Yeah, Hadoukening him.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. I mean, I'm already kind of on the thing.
It'd be so much trouble to hit just one more button to get me back to, you know, basic. I hear you're engaging in some high-level gameplay. The button mashing. That was the joke for anybody who couldn't hear it on the before the fight started. He was just like da 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 da, which I mean I'm guilty of as well. I can't even criticize there.
Excellent job, X. I shall fight you now with my ferocious abs. So,
This is the most iconic Sigma form, followed by the one from X4. A lot of people also really like X4.
ah, I got hit.
Okay. It is weird how, like, exploitable, like, I don't know whether they intended this or not, right? Because if you try and engage him, he'll block your shots. He does a weird thing where he's, like, spams energy out of, his head crystal, right? I mean, he's got, like, more moves than side to side, right? He'll charge you and slash. So I don't know if this is just one of those things where it's like, oh, well, they're going to try and hide up the wall, so we'll make Sigma chase after him. And it's one of those, like, yeah, this is, like, the only more exploitable AI I would say is Blizzard Buffalo.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
You going for it?
Will he one-shot me if he hits me one more time?
It's debatable. I'd say if you get to the next stage, just do it.
Yeah, because I mean, I can just refill all of this
Because,
stuff.
yeah, like, the last stage does hit very hard.
Yeah. We'll see if I can do the next stage. I've never really been all that... I mean, I've only actually fought this one, like... I think I've actually done this part, like, a few times. So...
Well, a few times is more than some people have.
Kitty, you are in the danger zone.
Me too, come here.
Me too. Psst. Come here.
Yeah, she wants to be pet. She'll come my way. Yeah, it is interesting. The way that, you know, like, all his parts act independent of each other can make this kind of tricky, and also you kind of need him to just be like, I'll let you hit me now. You can climb up the wall, you can just get very easily hit. I think, like, the speed strat is climb up the damn walls. You can kind of thread the needle.
Oh, he was going the other
Yeah,
side.
I don't know. I typically do not like bosses that you kind of need to rely on them telling you when, you know, you can hit them, you know what I mean? Where they can just spend, like, a long amount of time being like, hey, we're not going to give you an opportunity to counterattack.
Don't tell me when... Oh, sugar.
You need to dash through them.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the timing is very tricky. You just kind of have to... You have to use the force. You have to sense it. Or you could have gone for style points and tried to Hadouken him. I think that works. The Shoryuken does not work on Sigma 2, though. I know, because I pulled it off once, and it didn't fucking kill him. I felt betrayed.
Sorry, I'm like initiating radio
No,
silence
it's
here.
cool.
Oh, and I
it's
still
cool.
got hit. I think I need to heal.
Probably. Probably.
I keep forgetting which button it does the heal thing.
But anyway, what was I know.
And I keep walking right into it.
I kinda wish we got more Mega Man anime. I think the only 2 series that got like full anime treatment were Battle Network and Star Force. Neither of which you care about. Which, you know what, that's fair. But yeah, no, like,
Shit.
between X4 and, like, you know, the opening for X3, it's one of those, like, that would have been really neat. And probably would have explained some things, like how you're supposed to pronounce violin, surges, and agile, which I could be wrong.
Lame.
It aims for you when you are in the air.
Moment of truth! Got him. Time. That would...
42.
Darn it.
But like I said, if you want to go back and count, like, I don't really know how speedruns go. I guess this is where people cut it off at.
I think once you hit him, like, the final hit, I think that's when they call time. At
So
least
you
that's
can
how they do on the GDQ speedruns that I've seen.
So you can spend as much time as you want watching the credits.
Or, actually, no, there might be a well, so, it really depends. So, every game is different. Some of them, it's like after a specific cutscene sequence. Sometimes it's final hit. I don't know. I guess each game that is speedrun gets its own,
Criteria?
its own criteria and its own community, essentially, and they all have different,
Well, I'm sure we could look this one up because I'm sure like a lot of people do.
Oh yeah, no, I've watched some speedruns. I've watched a 100% completion one with Buster only. It kind of honestly defeats the purpose of getting the Hadouken and the gun piece, but well, the gun piece you might need to get certain power ups. But
Well, I'm sure after they're done, they just frickin' like teabag on Sigma's frickin' bald head. There's, I imagine some of them are like impossible to Buster only though, like X6. Fuck X6.
well, I think sometimes like what happens is like there's the specific instances where you have to take damage. Like I don't know, the speedrun things are like are weird. Like because I know like sometimes I actually use glitches. Like in Yoshi's Island, we've played that. They have a way to like duplicate red coins to like eliminate certain segments of certain levels. So they duplicate some red coins.
So they cheat.
And but that's about it for that one. And others,
It's not a cheat. If it's in the game, it's a feature.
it's not a bug. It's a feature. I think that was a Borderlands thing.
It's actually a big argument over whether time traveling in Animal Crossing is cheating. And it was one of those like, it is, but I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody, so go with it.
Gonna be honest here, playing that while sitting on this ball was not the easiest thing.
Oh, well, I'm sure your family's very proud.
Damn right they are. Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
And yeah, no, you did it in less time than either of us said.
I beat my time by 15 minutes.
Well, that's like, depends on how we count it and everything, but yeah.
We will watch the VOD, we will start it up upon stage game start. Game start, and then we'll see how much time it was. What was your time?
Typically the streams for this are about 90 minutes. And that's like with a bit of startup and a bit of, you know, me watching and talking afterwards. So it's probably more like, you know, I'm probably between like, you know, hour 20, hour 30.
So like probably whatever your time is, take like 15 minutes off of that, and that's definitely probably like about what mine is.
Yeah, no, you were very close. You were very
Yay.
close, and you know what? You don't play this game as much as I do. I am like obsessive with this game.
This is a really good game. Like I
Yes.
said, like there's so many like details in the game that like
Yeah, no, it does like a lot
You'll
of
learn
things
new
that the
stuff.
other games do. It just manages to be just like a little bit better because it just dumb little, yeah, like the details.
well like the dashing like Buster shot being like stronger when you're the Buster Lemons being stronger when you're dashing is something that they never brought back, and the stages changing is something they've never done since. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not too many things like what they do with the Razor Boomerang either, where it's just like, oh well, this isn't this boss's weakness, but I don't know, cut off his nose or something.
Yeah, and they've never done anything like that either. Like it's I don't know. I think they put a lot of effort into this one, and then for the future ones, they just kind of copied and pasted this game, but then
Well,
like modified it.
They
for, like,
tried
2
to
and
do
3.
different things. Like the whole story with the second one is you kind of got to manage your time between playing the game and collecting Zero's parts. And in the third game, it's just like, okay, this is the last one we're doing for the Super Nintendo, so what if we just capped off the trilogy by making it really freaking hard? And then in 4, they're just like, okay, 2 games in 1, pretty much. Like, it's the same game, but you play through it, with 2 people. And then in the 5th game, it's like, RNG bullshit, go! And then in the 6th game, they're like, we like money, and we don't care about quality control at all. And then in, like, the 7th game, they're like, what if we added a new character and made it 3D, but didn't actually put in any effort to make sure it controlled well or the level designs were cool? And then in the 8th game, they're like, this isn't bad, but there's a lot of grinding that you're either going to love or hate. That is like one of those games that I've gotten comments on where like some people are like, I really love X8, it's really good. And then other people are like, I fucking hate this game. How do you like it? And it's just one of those like that is a love it or hate it game. I don't think I've heard too many people be lukewarm on it.
I really enjoyed that one because you can like it has replayability. You can like replay it with like extra power-ups
And that's cool, but I think there's also a lot of people who just like this game who are just like, I just want to pick it up, start from scratch, and I beat it in like a few hours.
yeah, they all have their own things, but like yeah, 'cause I like having upgradable stuff. It gives me something to try to collect. Although
It
I
is
did not
yeah,
like 7 and I forget which ones else where you have to collect all the Reploids and stop them from dying or something.
They do stuff like that in X6, but they will respawn when you go back in.
Okay,
X6, in my opinion,
Yeah, I don't. Well, so like if they
I am
respawn,
bored. Yeah, I am bored playing through X7. I am very frustrated and angry when I play through X6. They are a very different kind of bad, in my opinion.
yeah.
Hey, if we keep on playing through all the X games, whenever you come down, eventually you'll get to X6 and X7.
Yay, that would be great. I so want to play those.
I would recommend if we do end up doing X6, you just type in the fucking Ultimate Armor code. It makes the game so much more manageable.
That would be yeah.
And X7, like, I can beat that game in like 3 hours from scratch, but I have played that game more times than I should have. And by more times than I should have, I mean longer than a half hour. One time. I think this
Can I
might be
skip
the end of
this?
the game. No, I think this is just the, well, you did it.
But
Call your mom in and be like, look, Mom, look, I beat him.
but this is a compilation thing. How do you go back to the main menu?
Minus.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
Yeah, you need to know these things. Didn't you pick them up?
Yeah, but I haven't played them yet. There we go. Quick game. Yay.
Yeah, you should. Did you get both collections?
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of figured you would because you actually like X8.
So yeah, I wouldn't mind playing X8 again because I mean, maybe back at the time when I played these, I didn't really see a difference between who was the best and who wasn't. But like I know I had the similar mindset that you had like before, like characters are better than others. So
X destroys everything.
Oh, yeah.
X is a force of nature. Zero, once you get the spinny thing, especially if you have some other weapons on him, just like
the spinning
you
thing was
don't
fun.
need to try anymore with Zero either. He's not quite as destructive as X, but he's still pretty busted. And then Axel is just like, I want to actually play the game and try, and it's like, no one wants to do that, Axel.
Of the 6 playable characters, Axel is probably character number 4. Because Layer is basically the same as Zero.
Yeah, just she can't get Black Zero, which is a trade-off anyway.
Yeah.
His is the only one that's an actual trade-off. X's special armor is fuck you. Axel's special armor is I never want to touch the ground. And Zero's is, yeah, you hit harder and...
Oh, Axel's, it gives you unlimited hover?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just something useless like infinite
Nope.
copy stuff. Which
Nope,
is...
he just hovers, like, forever.
Oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool.
And he has an interesting color scheme.
Definitely not like anyone else that's in the game or anything to imply anything weird happening.
If X9 happens and they do not reference Luminate, they're just like, yeah, it's the 3 boys just hanging out and having a good time, I will be pissed. But then again, they might never do X9.
Yeah.
It hurts.
They need to add like a 4th character though, because it's too lopsided having 2 and then 1 sits out. You need to have like 4. That was just weird.
I am going to at some point do a video. I don't like promising videos because then if I don't get around to them, I feel like I lied. Right?
Liar.
Because I've talked about like the Axel video for like a while and I have not produced that. I've also talked about doing a video on like what I'd want to see in an X9, but still. There was one guy that I watched, he promised like, he's like, I've been working on a Pokemon Legends Arceus video, right? And it took him like almost a year to get out. And like a month or so ago, he released the Resident Evil, like his review on Resident Evil, you know, like Village, the DLC, and like his comments were full of people being like, "Oh wow, really like the Legends Arceus review," or "Didn't you? Yeah, weren't you supposed to do a Legends Arceus?" It was just people bugging him about that, right?
Oh jeez.
And he did finally put it out, and it was a pretty good review. It was like an hour long, and he had very salient points, and yeah. But it was still just one of those. It's like, this is why you don't promise things.
Yeah.
Like nobody has you know, like I only have like 100 some subscribers, so it's not too bad now. But there is a part of me that's like, Jesus, if I would have had like 1,000 or so subscribers, and I'm just like, yeah, I've been thinking about doing an Axel video. I feel like I would have people be like, so what about that Axel video? And it's like, look, it's a very complicated thing. It gets very, very tinfoil hatty conspiracy theory. I don't know how deep into that I want to go. It's he's a very weird topic, but I will do it, I promise. It'll just take me a billion years because I do not want to rush that. I could probably rush on what I want to see in X9 because it's just kind of like, yeah, Luminate needs to be there. Put in Iris again because I will never shut up about how much I love Iris. Like, I don't even know if I'm doing it to be a contrarian at this point. I legitimately like Axel. I think he's a great character. I think he's got cool abilities. I just don't think he's executed the best, right?
Exactly. I mean, I've been saying that the entire time, and you disagree once upon a time.
Yeah, I know, no. I can't even deny that. But with Iris, I feel like it's one of those, it's like, she was there for 2 hours, right? She was there for 2 hours. Sometimes less, because my times have been pretty good on that game lately. And I just feel like they gypped her off, and it's one of these, like, she could have been awesome, and you killed her immediately.
Yeah, Iris got fridge girled pretty quickly there.
Yeah, that's... I go back and forth on, because I feel like she has just enough autonomy, right? What happens, she does to... Like, I won't say she did it to herself, but they were the consequences of her decision, right? She wasn't just like the, you know, like... She wasn't just like, oh, Zero, I love you, oh, you... Iris, let's get married and have little Reploid children. And then Sim was like, haha, I'm gonna kill Iris and you're gonna be mad at me. That did not happen to her. Which is more along what fridging is. But it's still one of those things. It's like, you just kind of used her for emotional growth. Anyway, we can save some of this stuff for if we play more games. Because we could talk about X for a while.
Do you think the Reploids use the term replicate as a euphemism for sex? Hey, baby.
I don't know if they have genitals. I don't know. I'm very confused about what happens in between Zero and ZX.
Hey, Iris. Let's go replicate.
Oh,
Zero.
Anyway, Let's.
Yeah, we should probably end it now. Before it gets weird.
So no. Thank you for playing. That was fun.
You're welcome.
That was, and
I
it's
enjoyed
always very
myself.
interesting to see somebody else play a game that you played like a million times. To see how they do it like the same and how they do it different. And yeah, also thanks to anybody who stopped in, and thanks for anybody who checks out the VOD. I'll probably try to get more people to play X, and I'll probably try and get you to play, like through the other games, like just as you were around, as you were available. But yeah, no. That'll do it for tonight, so thanks again. Awkward intro over.
Bye.